Here's a wild story about Alice in Chains' early days on the road. After their debut album Facelift dropped in 1990, they were skyrocketing in the grunge scene. But not every tour was smooth sailing. In fact, one of their worst experiences came when they opened for the Boston hard rock band, Extreme. At the time, Extreme was promoting Extreme 2. Porno Graffiti, but their big hit, More Than Words, hadn't blown up yet. Alice in Chains had to endure a month-long tour with them, and it was far from fun. Jerry Cantrell even said it was a really lame tour, with only a couple of the band members being cool. The rest, let's just say egos were definitely clashing. Alice in Chains found themselves playing to half-empty rooms, dealing with tight restrictions, and even had their sound equipment turned down by Extreme's crew. Oh, and get this. Extreme wouldn't allow smoking or drinking on stage because their frontman, Gary Cherone, liked to perform barefoot. Talk about killing the vibe for a band like Alice in Chains, who were all about rebellion and raw energy. But it gets worse. Extreme's drum riser took up so much space during one show that Lane Staley had to sing from the side of the stage. By the end of the tour, Alice in Chains had enough. They decided to go all out during their last show, drinking, smoking, and purposefully spilling their drinks on stage as a form of protest. And if that wasn't rock and roll enough, bassist Mike Starr topped it off by puking on Extreme's drum kit. After that, Alice in Chains got booted off the tour, but they didn't care. As drummer Sean Kinney later revealed, there was a lot of friction between the two bands, and the grunge upstarts were ready to move on. Their next tour. It was with the one and only Iggy Pop, a rock legend known for his outrageous stage antics, worlds apart from the uptight rules they faced with Extreme. Kinney described the experience as night and day. While Iggy Pop was whipping his, you know what, around on stage, Alice in Chains found a home playing to audiences who got them. It's safe to say this tour was a learning experience. Alice in Chains vowed to treat their future opening acts with respect, something they hadn't received on the road with Extreme. Now it's your turn. What do you think of this crazy tour story? Would you have survived that month on the road? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're an Alice in Chains fan, make sure to subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss more epic stories like this, or you might just miss out on the next legendary tale of rock rebellion.